right, so last time we were talking about the respiratory system, and we had said that we have um, different muscles that are used to produce the air movements, ventilation. And when we're just breathing shallowly, what we call this is the tidal volume. So before I get too far into this, I want to show you that on this axis we have liters of air, and then this is time, and so they're breathing over time. So you can see if just your diaphragm is moving down and up, you're going to be moving around 500 milliliters of air out of your lungs. And here in our example, we're showing about a 6-liter or 6,000 milliliter lung capacity. It varies with age, but that's kind of a good one, good generic value. Now, when you are breathing with your diaphragm, we had said you can also compress your internal intercostal muscles and compress your abdomen and make your thoracic cavity even smaller. And when you do that, that's what we're going to call the expiratory reserve volume. So you have exhaled, but then by compressing your abdomen and pulling your thoracic cage down, you even exhale even more. So this is the expiratory reserve volume, is the amount of air you can exhale more if you pull in those muscles. So expiratory reserve, internal intercostals, and abdominal muscles. Similarly, when you are breathing shallowly, tidal volume, you can, after inhaling, you can continue to inhale even more. And you can inhale, a number of liters of air more. And in order to do this, we said, well, you have to increase the volume of your thoracic cavity, and you do this by raising your thoracic cage. And so the pectoralis minor muscles and the external intercostal muscles are going to pull your rib cage up, and this is going to fill your lungs even fuller with air. When you take the largest inhale possible and exhale as hard as possible, what we call that is vital capacity. It's the maximum inhalation followed by the maximum exhalation. And then, if you notice here, I want you to look at our graph here. And so you see that we always have some air in here. This is 0 down here, and we don't ever go down to 0. If you remember, when we were talking about the respiratory tree, we had said you have the larynx and the trachea and the bronchi and the primary, secondary, and tertiary bronchi, and we said they are cartilaginous. So they're rigid. So that there's air that is filling those spaces that you can never, you cannot exhale. So we have a final value. It's approximately 1,400 milliliters, 1.4 liters, and this is called the residual volume. And this is air that is present in these rigid portions of your airways that can never be exhaled.